I love Christmas in March. Ooh. See. Custom STROM wheels for the RTR Mustang and Drift Masters. So I'm super proud and super happy to have STROM wheels come on board with this project. They've been involved with almost all of my cars up until this point, and now making a custom wheel one-off for our Ford Mustang RTR and Formula Drift. Serious work, like they made the design in a couple of days. We're all very happy with what they created. It just went straight to production and here within a few weeks. So over the years, we built a great relationship with them too. You know, personal level, they're always a good crew to work with, really fun, up for crazy ideas. Yeah, they are so sick. So much detail going on with just single wheel, but for drifting, I think they look absolutely amazing. I'd love to even see these on a road car. They're really sick, and I love, you know, there's no limit to what they can design. It's just really cool coming up with new ideas and trying new things. So very proud and happy with this, even in the grey color. I think it's going to suit the Mustang and the livery very well. Let's get them on the car very soon.
Linking up, the end is near. The end is near.
One side's already tacked up, I see.
Yep. Just matching up down, sending it back.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where all hands are going to be on deck. Busy times. So, big progress here. We're getting tighter and tighter to the timeline. It's 11 days from now until this is going to be going on the truck and heading for Drift Masters. So while we're in Long Beach, the guys have been doing a lot of work, and it's really great to come back and see what's after changing and happening. So you can see the headers are totally finished now, 100%. Slip joints here, which the springs will go on, holding it all together. Really nice, tidy job. The Samsonus is in for good, brand new RS90. You can see the twin plate ACT clutch there now. All the Goodrich plumbing, clutch and everything sorted and working, everything like that is really good. And this is a nice addition. So our friends at Border Performance have basically made us a full custom 3.5-inch titanium exhaust, and it has the X pipe as well, so should sound very similar to the FD car, which is absolutely glorious. And Bill is just mating the headers now to where it goes into one 3.5-inch on each side. So big progress. You can see it coming back here, tilting down by the diff, same as the FD cars. We might just trim these level with the bottom of the pipe, just so it's not going to be touching the ground if you drop a wheel or anything weird like that. And back here, we don't have our famous timbers anymore. We got really nice crash frame made. Harneys came up a couple of days ago, bent up these. The crash frame was all TIG welded and really nice, tidy job. And same with the front bumper bar. So, and it's really cool seeing the bumper all together too. That's just missing the lights, but front bumper bar is super tidy. So really nice. RTR sent me on basically these pieces up here, which sit under the bumper like that. So it's almost like a factory, but race car style. Really tidy, very happy with it. It's nice and lightweight. And yeah, big progress. So when the car comes down in a minute, I'll show you a lot more. And let's save that till then, I think, because big progress inside the car too. So the car is back down from the lift. Bill has gone away to weld up the last few bits with the exhaust. And now the biggest change is the actual motor engine thing is in there to stay. So that's very exciting. It's in there to stay. It's the first time seeing it in there with the intake on it. and it makes it look so much bigger. Like, you know, before it was just the heads, the coolant manifold, and it looked very low, but now the intake makes it look like a monster engine. Very happy with that. As you can see, radiator is fitted, HEK custom radiator. We send them some drawings of the sizes and dimensions we needed, and they got us this in record time. So thank you, Chris Stapps. Appreciate the help. We got our oil cooler here, power steering reservoir, catch can or breather can for the dry sump tank, electric fans, power steering pump is mounted, and Chris is just plumbing that right now. So I don't think we've ever had a car where the feed high pressure line is that short. It goes from here to there into the steering rack. So really nice setup. Same power steering pump we run in America. Also you can see the nitrous jets. So that's the direct port nitrous coming together really well. The fuel rail is plumbed to the regulator, return all the way back to the tank is all done. So that's really big work completed. It's getting there. We have 11 days to finish everything. So it's going to be tight. We're still missing some parts to finish the plumbing. We're waiting on a couple of fittings. Yeah, so the interior is looking really good. Biggest job done is all the ECU master except the engine ECU. We're waiting for the engine ECU and harness to be back. So we have the PMU 24DL mounted on front, which is going to control everything on the front side of the car. And then on the rear, you'll see another PMU 24DL for the rear fuel cell, all things like that. So the back is actually not doing that much in this car because usually we have radiator back there, water pump and all of that kind of stuff. So you can see all the wiring harness in, running really nice up along the side of the tunnel, and it's a really minimal but tidy wiring loom. Very happy with how that turned out. So huge thanks to PT Motorsport Electrics for fitting us in and getting it done in record time. Yeah, some big progress. So I brought a couple of extra parts back from Long Beach. We were missing a caliper bracket for the front. Now we can install the front calipers probably tomorrow. Bleed the clutch, bleed the brakes, bleed the handbrake. That's another big job done. The correct axles arrived too, so the half shafts are fitted for good. Now we're really close to putting on the wheels for the first time and seeing this actually sit on the ground, which I cannot wait to see. It's really getting there. It's really taking shape. Mikey has a lot more body work done. He's been trimming the Kevlar where the vents are. Side skirts are on with the RTR splitter. So looking back at the last 4.5 weeks, it's been intense. It's been crazy. I've been to America twice in that period too for testing and for Long Beach, and the lads have been here day and night working to get to this point. I'm unbelievably happy and proud of how it's looking, how tidy it is, and even though we're working on a super tight timeline, this has been built properly. You know, there's no shortcuts. Really happy with the quality of everything. 11 days for finishing the plumbing, finish the wiring, fire suppression system, all the safety things that you need for drift masters, finalizing seating position, getting all that perfect, tuning, starting it, seeing if we have any leaks, any issues. I need to find nitrous, which is very hard to find in Ireland. Dyno, wrapping, testing, loading all of our spares together for a season of drift masters. There's a lot happening, like livery, finalizing the partners and things like that. It's all coming down to the wire. We're really trying our best to make it happen, but we will. I know we'll get there, but it's going to be a crazy 10 or 11 days ahead. I think we're going to be a few late nights.
There's nothing left to get back home to, so take the first bus in the station. Everywhere is souls.
Pretty sick.
Lost by intention. Where the world has protection. Where the waves hit the sand.
Should definitely hang lower than that.
Not for the video, Lucas.
Massive gap right there, buddy.
Yeah, we'll have to
Modify some things for our ride height.
Grinder down, cut the springs. We'll fix it.
Slowly as the mud at the bottom of the ocean. We're all light and emotion. Drifting out of sight. Me
Pretty cool layout.
Yeah, it flows nice.
Pretty much just back from Long Beach, and I managed to get a hold of the Driftmasters track layout for Italy the first round. Obviously I've been working all day in the workshop, but you had the sim turned on already, so it'd be rude not to have a go. Track layout is really cool. It's roll course style, pretty long layout, a lot of transitions. Tire wear will be interesting, but definitely a serious track to shake down a brand new Mustang. Can't sit here for too long. What time is it?
It's like a 1.
Yeah, so 1 a.m. and back up in a few hours to keep on going, so not bad.
Pretty cool life you're living, bud.
Fairly busy, but that's what I love to do. Imagine if tires would last this long in a car with 1,000 horsepower that you could just keep going around.
You say you're not good at simulator, but I think it takes you about like 6 laps to figure it out.
Yeah, it just feels different, like you're missing all the
G-force?
yeah, G-forces and things that give you a sense of speed. Too much sauce. Our new merch is now available on 130-shop. Really pumped on this. Loading Driftmasters 2025, supporting the build of this crazy car. Good. First time the steering is connected on both sides, which is awesome.
Oh, nice.
I had to machine this down in the lathe a while ago, so it fits into the steering rack, which you'll see. Okay. So that's done. So now we have both steering. Steering is connected, so that's all tight. Missing nuts and everything that we had from the last video or the video before for completing the rest of the arms in the back. They're all on now and tight. Suspension wise, it's almost ready for alignment. So we are 32 days into the build and it is really starting to take shape. I'm very excited tonight because I worked on the suspension a lot today. All the spare nuts and things that were missing to assemble everything properly arrived this morning. So we got all the arms in the back on for the final time, everything on the front for the final time. Of course it needs to be aligned, but it's getting really close. So right height, still need to work a little bit on that, but the rear has gone down, the front needs to come up a small bit. Now you can see it actually on the ground and it looked mean. Like it's low, you know, like when you look at the side skirt level, it's quite a bit lower than the FD car. It just looks like a crazy hot rod or something. It looks so aggressive and so mean. I absolutely love how it looks from this angle. Like looking straight on in here, I think it looks just crazy. It's hard to believe that, you know, we have a full-on pro-spec Ford Mustang RTR in my own workshop that we've built in a really short space of time, and it is coming together really quickly. It is looking really, really tidy and coming together really nice. Power steering is all plumbed. Radiator, we know where it's all going. And there's so much custom work. Like, this is the Y pipe that we had to make for the oil return back to the dry sump tank, because it comes from dash 20 out of the back of the pump and it Ys into two dash 16s. We got the oil cooler plumbed, we got the breather plumbed, and we're just waiting on a couple of more Goodrich fitting parts so we can finish the plumbing of the radiator. Exhaust is on for the final time, full bore of performance exhaust from the headers back. Looks sick, so we can show you that finalized. It's hanging, it's mounted, it's done. Biggest thing we're missing now is the engine harness back from PD Motorsport Electrics, and then we are very, very close to trying to fire this up for the first time. So tonight, it's now 1 a.m. Hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll be firing it up on Friday. So tomorrow is just finishing off the last things, filling it with fluids, filling it with oil, power steering fluid, brake fluid, bleed the brake. We're at that point, you know, we can put fuel in the car. So very exciting stuff. Seeing it on the ground and how low and wide and aggressive it looks, crazy. I'm so really, you know, lucky to have the team I have. Everyone putting in late nights. Like, Chris has been seriously working very long days. He's just after leaving now again, 1 a.m. He'll be back again first thing in the morning, and Michael and Mikey have been killing it as well. You know, Michael has been organizing a lot of the missing parts and staying in touch with the team, with myself in America, to get stuff as quick as we can. Mikey's been working on all the slow things like fitting the body kit properly, door hinges, door locks, the doors open and close, putting on trims. Everything is fitting really nice, tidy. So many details, you know. You could spend a few hours just mounting a simple thing, but in a nice way, because we don't want to just throw something onto the car. Even though we're very tight for time, we have to spend the time on doing things right and doing it once, because that also makes a reliable car. Yeah, very, very happy. So we have, I think, 9 days left to do everything. That's, as I said yesterday, that's firing it up for the first time, you know, getting a bass tune in it, going to the dyno, tuning it properly. It looks like I've after finding nitrous as well, so that's a big thing because it's quite hard to get. Wrapping, testing, loading up all the parts, our spares, putting everything together for spare parts. It's going to be a crazy 9 days. We have no choice but to keep working long hours, long days, long nights. But yeah, it's really starting to look like a car. Yeah. What do you think?
We got this. 9 days.
9 days. We got it.
Days.
Yep. First time sitting in the car in paint. First time actually having the wheel bolted, seating position, all my everything linked up, pedals attached. Soon today we'll be bleeding the brakes, the clutch, filling it with fluids. So it's a very exciting day, and Paul is back as well with the wiring harness, so we'll install all the wiring harness, and if we're lucky, gonna fire it up for the first time today. So it's an exciting day, nerve-wracking day. But yeah, hopefully it comes together smoothly. I'm pretty tired too, as you can probably tell.
That's some vlog, bro.
Serious self steer already. It's set up perfectly. We haven't even gone to alignment. Mikey, is there a knack to opening the door on the inside, or is that a later knack?
That's work in progress.
setting up both PDMs now to turn everything on, like pumps and coils, part of the engine, stuff like that.
Pretty much giving everything a job and a task upon.
Yeah, telling it what to do and when to do it.
Would you
Secretly playing games.
Yeah, solitaire. Every time you look here, it's turning on.
Is it crucial to get everything right?
Yep.
What could go wrong if you get something wrong?
Car cuts out mid-run or something like that. And I get an angry phone call on Monday morning. Good to go.
Good to go. Ready for start?
Ready? Put oil into it and we're good to go, I think.
Yeah, if it was even at an angle there, it'd be cool. So, first bit of oil going in. An exciting piece. And it's the first liquid going into. It's powered up now. Paul has all the basic things. Software, ECU master stuff. So, we are pretty close to making an attempt to fire it up. But there's still a few last bits to do. And maybe get on the phone to Ray Shake, who's our tuner in the US. He can help us with some base things before we fire it up. So, a lot of double checking. Big responsibility, but exciting. Very exciting. Ma'am is getting takeaway, so I said we get our own takeaway. So this year we're running Sunoco MaxNOS race fuel. It's 119 octane, very similar style of fuel to what we run in FD. I've been using Sunoco for the last few years in all of my own cars in Europe, and we're continuing this year. So we use E85R on our European competition cars with the 2JZs. This motor is built for something more like this. So, first time using this fuel, and smells good. Ready for a first start. So, a lot going on right now, thinking about a lot of different things, a lot of things to double check. So far we have no oil leaks, we've built up oil pressure by hand, and everything's looking good in that front. Next, water, fuel, getting close to cranking it for the first time. What a setup. Shit thirsty, oh. Shit thirsty.
But I can see them. Yeah, I can see them. It's like a magic trick. But the only one I can see is the one I want. The only one I feel that's worth this fight. So everybody see me, please stay away, cause this girl is only mine. And I'm gonna make it stay with me.
Good start, huh? Yeah. Perfectly.
But it just said signal, like it's not trying to use it right, like,
But it is picking up the signal.
Horse plugs into it.
Todd.
Yeah.
Makes low spin.
Putting in the spark plugs, then connect our leads, and we're ready for the first attempt at starting it. So,
Does it look promising?
yeah, it does. But we're just figuring it out as we go. So we could be very lucky first try, or we could be not lucky. So let's just see. But we're taking our time with everything, double checking everything, and it's all very promising.
Everybody, near me playing hide and seek. Hide and seek.
She's unstoppable.
That started and we weren't even planning. Well, that fucking started easy. First touch, not even trying. First time starting it and keeping it run. Let's see. Woo! Yeah. we have it. It's not.
In here it's fair
It's a lovely quiet car. Good job. Good job.
Good job.
Fuck yeah. That was fair smooth going. She's obviously very rich, but the map sensor might help. What's the oil temperature?
But what did the pipe feel like?
Stone cold.
Yeah, maybe.
What's the oil level like?
Like just at the top of the bottom bend.
Perfect.
There's like 6 bar oil pressure. She's sweet anyway.
Yeah, like unreal. And you know what? 5 weeks to the day, and the car starts. Yeah,
And
that's something going.
it would drive around the yard there, like.
I know. Just pop a spring back in the back of it when we go for a spin.
Just fair to everything on.
Something to be very proud of for everyone involved, everyone that helped.
You're 5 minutes late.
Well, we can start it now again in a second, free.
Yeah.
Just blown away by how easy it started, because obviously this is our first ever V8 Pro competition car. Talking to Ray, he gave us some details and information about how to set up the ECU, even though we're running ECU Master in this and a separate system in America. We inputted everything as a base map, literally spun it up with no plugs just to rotate everything, built up oil pressure before we did any of that with the dry sump pump. Put in our fluids, fuel, everything, hit the button, started. Like, very impressed, very happy. You know, I'd be kind of expecting it with a 2J because we've done so many of them and all the maps are quite similar. But with this being so different, everything is so different, even down to the fuel, everything. For it to start up like that is just... It hasn't even sank in because I wasn't expecting it. So it's a big moment. What's next is we'll actually put a timing light on it and stuff and set the timing properly, you know, tidy up a few last details, trim it up a bit so it's driving around smoothly, easy to get into the trailer and stuff like that. And obviously we have still quite a few things to finish before the dyno, but we will be getting very close to going to the dyno in the next couple of days. Obviously it's Friday night now, Saturday, Sunday we'll probably just spend some tidying up everything really well, so the car is pretty much ready to hit the track after the dyno, and hopefully it's either going for wrapping Monday or going to the dyno Monday, so we'll figure that out over the next little bit. A lot happened, a lot completed, but I think we're going to leave it there for this episode. I'm so happy, so thankful, so grateful for everyone helping me on this journey, on this dream, and yeah, 1 week to finish everything, but this has actually given me a lot of confidence. Right, so to close this one up, let's start it one more time. It's great to have my mum and dad here now as well, fired up with them, then we're going for pizzas. But hope you enjoyed the episode. Come back next week for a lot more action. We're going to be getting this thing warmed up on the dyno, hopefully testing, wrapping, and big week ahead. So fingers crossed, wish us luck, and let's keep going.